Morning guys, we're on Colossians chapter 2, reading from verse 18, and we're just looking at some things where last time we looked at things of the law and festivals and the Sabbaths that can distract us away from the substance or the reality, which is Jesus. And here's some more things, and many of these are in the charismatic circles today. Colossians 2 verse 18, let no one keep defrauding you of your prize, but delighting in self-abasement or asceticism, the worship of angels, taking his stand on visions he has seen inflated without cause by his fleshly mind. And so we have that self-abasement, worship of angels, visions, and those three things are very much evident today. That self-abasement, the Pharisees used to practice that as well, where they would paint themselves kind of a white, so it looks like they've been fasting a long time, or they'd make themselves look like they'd done a lot of religious stuff, hardships, beatings, all sorts of things, and all works-based. And even today, if you look at all the cults, works-based things to attain to some higher level. Most of the cults have some kind of angelic visitation, some kind of vision attached to their teachings. All these things are a distraction away from the truth. If you consider how Satan is going to come and set himself up as God, to be worshipped as God, and so a lot of his emphasis is to come as these angels of light and cause people to bow down and worship them. But even in the past, godly men like Paul and John have worshipped angels, and the angels said, "Don't worship me." If we go to Matthew 4, verse 9, it says, this is when Satan's tempting Jesus in the wilderness to worship him. It says, all these things I'll give you if you fall down and worship me. And there's always a lot of material and power and wealth that is enticed when there's a worship. This is what you get. This is the healing you get when you worship this angel. And so Satan's offering him the world, and then Jesus said to him, "Begone, Satan, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve." And so our eyes need to be fixed on Jesus. He's the author and the perfecter of our faith. Let's not get distracted by these supernatural signs and wonders that are happening all around us all the time. And as I say, specifically in certain Christian circles where there's a lot of visitation of angels, or so-called, a lot of visions, a lot of interpretation of those visions. But those are all distractions, and as the word says, it can disqualify us in the end. And we don't want to be disqualified. We want to have our eyes fixed on the author of our faith, fixed on, as the previous verse says, the substance or the reality, not on a shadow, not on something that's angelic or false, or something that's not pointing us to Jesus. Even the Holy Spirit will be guiding us and pointing us to Jesus. And so ultimately that needs to be our focus, and we mustn't get distracted by what's going on around us. So I trust you have a good day. God bless.